Hello, I am 25 weeks pregnant today. Here's my 25-week belly, and I'm still feeling really good. I've got lots of energy. I don't get tired during the day very much. Sometimes I take a little nap, but most of the time, I just have a lot of energy to do everything that I need to do during the day. I wanted to share with you a couple things about my week 24. And I started probably a little over a week ago standing outside barefoot on the earth. And I have an outhouse here in this little cabin I'm renting. So every time I go to the washroom, I have started making it a habit. I just wear my sandals out to the outhouse, and then on my way back I'll take them off and I'll just stand on the earth. Even if it's kind of cold out or raining, I've been trying to do it every time, and it feels so amazing just to get grounded and connected to the earth. The research has shown that the earth carries a negative charge and our atmosphere carries a positive charge. And when we actually connect to the earth's surface with our bare skin, we all of a sudden get enveloped in that negative charge, which is very healing to the body. And as soon as I take my sandals off and I plant my feet on the earth, I let out this huge sigh of relief every time. It's amazing how instantly it changes how I feel completely. And I just feel relaxed and yes. Everything internally just seems to slow down, and I feel more connected. I feel more present. It feels really good. So I've been making that a habit this week. And then I wanted to also share with you guys some of the things that I eat as a raw vegan pregnant woman. Everybody, who eats raw vegan food does it differently. You have to find the foods that work for you, for your metabolism, for your to keep your blood sugar steady throughout the day. Some people need more protein, some people need more fat, some people need more carbohydrates, so you really have to kind of play with it, sometimes for years and years, to really find the balance that works for you. And it's also changing too during the seasons, different times of your life. So to me, I feel like it's a very intuitive diet, and that's what I love about it, is that even if you don't want to be a raw foodist for long term, if you do it for a month or a couple of months, you can completely reset your body. You can get very in tune with your tastes, your cravings, what your body actually needs. So it's a wonderful tool just to kind of reset everything and start from scratch. And you can really feel what your body needs in the moment. So some of the things that I eat pretty much daily are avocado. I find that I eat about half to a full avocado every day, and that's beautiful, lovely fat for the growing baby and keeps me satiated. And then I also eat a lot of sea vegetables. I eat dulse and I eat nori. And I started this week using kelp powder, ground kelp powder, and I'll just add that to raw soups or pâtés or whatever I'm whipping up. And the sea vegetables are extremely high in minerals. And they're also a wild food, which is amazing, because you look at all of the food we get at the grocery store, and the majority of it has been hybridized, has been tampered or manipulated through human hands at some point along its history. And sea vegetables are a wild food. They have never been cultivated by, human beings or hybridized or anything like that. So that's really special about the sea vegetables. They're very ancient, and they have tons of minerals from the ocean water, like things that you can't get now from vegetables and fruit grown in the soil conditions that we're living in nowadays, where a lot of the soil is stripped of so many trace minerals. So yeah, sea vegetables are like high on my list, and I just love them. I'll eat them every day in some form. So what I do is I add them to soups. I can cut up or tear up strips of nori and dulse and add that into raw soups or miso broth. Um, I can also roll up nori rolls, you know, like sushi rolls. You spread a pate and put your veggies and stuff in the middle and roll them up and cut them up just like sushi. And I mash up avocado, and often I'll add pieces of dulse. And that's a really nice combination together. It's amazing. And then you can dip apple in that, other vegetables, raw crackers, whatever you like. I also eat fermented foods on a daily basis. I love making my own sauerkraut, my own pickled vegetables. So I'll eat that kind of on the side of things. Like if I have a nori roll, I'll have some sauerkraut on the side. Or it's a really delicious, flavorful element to blend into raw soups as well. So you can just throw in your fermented veggies and sauerkraut into the blender with your avocado, whatever other vegetables that you want, and greens, and blend that into a really delicious soup. Another thing I like to do is I like to sprout. So especially in the winter here, it's hard to get really good quality fresh greens where I am anyways. And so to have living food that's green and alive and highly nutritious, I sprout, and I'll show you some of those. This tray here has been harvested quite heavily, so just on the end here you can see the pea sprouts that are remaining. Peas are really easy to grow. They grow fast, you know, in maybe 10 days or less you're going to have sprouts that you can chop up in your salads, put on top of your raw soups, roll into nori rolls, just so many different ways to eat sprouts. So I love to do that. And then also sunflower is another really good one. Sunflowers are also quick and easy to grow, and you just get these lovely greens. You can juice them if you want, if you're into juicing. I actually haven't been juicing this last week. Just from a financial standpoint, juicing can be a little expensive to get all the veggies you need and fruits to juice. So I'm taking a break this past week from juicing, but I'm just eating lots of these fresh sprouts in things. And one thing I've been doing lately when I'm growing my sprouts is I went down to the ocean and I collected some ocean water. And if you dilute regular water, 1 to 20, so 1 part ocean water to 20 parts regular water, and then use that to soak your seeds as well as to spray your sprouts and water your sprouts, then the minerals from the ocean water are going to be absorbed into the plants you're eating. And there's so many amazing trace minerals in ocean water that we can get into our bodies this way. These plants are just going to suck up those minerals. And I've noticed, because I've been growing sprouts for a really long time, that when I use the ocean water, regular water dilution, they grow faster. It's amazing. And they taste better. Like especially the ones in the jar sprouts, I've noticed. Like I sprout mung beans, I sprout lentils, I sprout alfalfa, things in the jars as well. And I noticed a big difference in the taste of those since I started using ocean water. And with these, the tray sprouts, they just grow way faster, especially the peas. It's amazing how fast they shoot up. So that's my new exciting sprouting project, is getting more minerals into the sprouts I'm eating. Let's see, what else do I eat kind of on a daily basis? I'm still drinking my tea decoctions. So every night I'm steeping on that low temperature all of my herbs, the same ones that I talked about last week, and then I'm using that as a base still in my superfood smoothies and my raw soups. And yeah, that's just totally delicious. I also didn't mention last week that I've been having a lot of eczema on my hands. Really crazy, itchy red rash. It's been really just totally irritated on my hands. And eczema is something that I've been dealing with for years, on and off. And so I really would like to get to the root of what's causing my eczema, if it's a food allergy, if I have fungus or parasites or something in my body that eventually I'm going to have to do a big detox to get rid of. But I have noticed this week that it's starting to clear up. And a lot of the herbs that I'm using in my tea are amazing liver cleansers as well. And the liver is definitely connected to the skin. So often when people have skin problems, they're going to take liver herbs to help to try and clear the skin. So the things in my tea decoction that are amazing for the liver are the dandelion root, as well as the yellow dock root, which I've been adding this week for my iron. Nettle is also good for the liver. Yeah, there's probably more in there, but those are the big ones. So yeah, so that could be what's making a difference. I'm not really sure, but I'm happy to see it starting to clear up. And the baby is moving so much now this week, like all throughout the day. I feel like squirming and kicking and all kinds of stuff. I'm not noticing any hiccups yet with my first daughter. In the womb, she had hiccups almost every day, but that was closer to the end of the pregnancy. And I would feel these rhythmic little hiccups going on every single day. And after she was born, she still got hiccups every single day. So I'm kind of curious if this baby is going to develop hiccups in the womb. And they drink the actual fluid that's inside the uterus. They taste it, and they practice kind of tasting and swallowing, and so that might be why they get hiccups. I'm not really sure, but yeah, so everything's going great with the pregnancy. Like I said, I'm feeling really energetic. Let's see, what other things am I eating daily right now? I'm taking my probiotic powder as well. I told you I eat the fermented vegetables, which is really great to introduce healthy bacteria into the gut, and also that introduces it into the baby's gut while it's developing in my womb. So very important for gut health for me and baby. So I'm taking probiotic powder as well, about half a teaspoon twice a day. And I've been loving drinking green powders just in water. So I'll have my teaspoon or half a teaspoon of spirulina in a liter of water with some probiotic powder. And then at a different time during the day, I'll also have chlorella, same way, with some probiotic powder. And it feels great just to be drinking those lovely green algae drinks. Lots of protein in that, and amazing antioxidants with those dark green color pigments. Yeah, so still doing the superfood smoothies, goji berries, cacao, maca. I forgot to mention as well last week, another superfood that I started doing is marine phytoplankton, which is basically the basis of life on our planet. It's one of the first original ancient foods, and it grows in the ocean. Whales eat it, that's one of their main food sources. And whales grow to be enormous creatures. So marine phytoplankton actually has growth factors in it. So yeah, it's rare actually to find foods that have growth factors in them, which are good for developing, a fetus as well as a growing child. So some other foods that have growth factors are actually goji berries and chlorella and coconut products, which I feed my daughter, pretty much every day. She's growing amazing, and I'm eating as well pretty much every day. So it's good to get those growth factors in. Marine phytoplankton also has DHA and EPA, which are essential fatty acids, but they're the long chain, which is different because, there's omega-3s in hemp seeds and in chia seeds and flax seeds, but they're medium chain, and the research has shown that you really need the long chain omega-3s to get supreme brain functioning and health, especially for developing children, babies in the belly. So the marine phytoplankton is giving me a dose of the DHA and EPA every day. Yeah, let's see. What other superfood did I forget to mention last week? Well, that might be it. So I'm doing really great, and I will give you another update next week.